Hey, what's going on, Tobergate? Welcome back to the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. Actually, now that I think about it, this is the last game in the first Legacy Collection for the X series. Yeah, the first half of the X series is from the first one, and the second half is in the second one. Yeah, here is Mega Man X4. I believe there's a cutscene that happens. Also, yes, we're not on the Super Nintendo lineup of games anymore. Now we're on the PlayStation. I know, a PlayStation game on a Nintendo channel? I mean, it's part of the X series, so yeah. Also, this is the first time they showed a title screen before the actual title. They showed a title before the actual title screen. So that's cool. Yeah, we get a little bit of anime too. You know, I don't usually watch this little anime intro because it's like a lot of stuff in the games already like explains itself. But still. And by the way, I should probably mention this is my fourth favorite game in the X series after X1, X5, and X8. X4 is awesome. Hey, Roddy G. Welcome to Mega Man X4. There we go. Look at that awesome cast of characters. Oh gosh, there was an interesting figure in the background that showed up at like the last second. There we go. Yeah, what's going on, Tobergate? Welcome to Mega Man X4. Like I said, this is my fourth favorite game in the X series. I love this game so much. I want to make sure button configuration is what I want it to be. Do I want... Hold on. No, I'll put that on Y. Yeah. Okay. That's all I want to fix. So, unlike Mega Man X1, 2, and 3, we actually can pick between two characters. Yeah, X or 0. I want to do the first playthrough as X because, well, it's Mega Man X. Why would I play as 0 first? That wouldn't make sense, would it? No, I'm going to play as X.
It's about the Maverick Hunters, General. They are far too eager to please the humans and continue to hunt down the Reploids. Do you believe they pose a significant threat?
Perhaps.
You already know the truth, General. Their sole mission has been to destroy any Reploids who fail to do as the humans order. It's in your best interest to stop them now, before they turn on you. You possess enough power to destroy them!
I will not betray the humans. Remove yourself from my sight. My business with you has concluded.
Very well. But you will change your mind soon, I assure you.
What the hell was that? What was that voice acting? What was that? Why does Sigma sound like that? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Mavericks have been found at point 5567. The Mavericks occupied the Sky Lagoon, losing the most advanced weapons available. The army appears to be the Repla Force. Roger that, I'm on my way now. Like, okay, so this is the first game to have voice acting in the X series, and I don't know what they were thinking. They used the same voice acting, and of course they used the same engine as Mega Man 8. And if you guys have played Mega Man 8, you would know how bad the voice acting was in that game. It was terrible. And they used it. Wow, that's my first time getting caught by that enemy. And they used it for X4. And you know the Mega Man X series is supposed to be more serious, right? How can I take X and others seriously when they have these terrible voices? I don't know what they were thinking. Also, there's a Capcom logo in the background there on that building, which is kind of cool. I ranked this at number 4. Funnily enough, it's number 4, and this is Mega Man X4. So this is the intro stage. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, that character that we saw in that intro, yeah, the shadowy figure. Well, we probably can figure out who that is already. Let's go in this little shutter. You're Dragoon from the 14th unit. This isn't good, X. That Maverick just destroyed the power reactor. What? Then the Sky Lagoon will come crashing into the ground. It's too late, X. It's time I made my escape. I suggest you do the same. Don't do anything reckless on the way out, okay? The city below will soon become a sea of flames. Many people will perish. I have no choice but to escape from here and head to the city below. Well, jeez, man. Mega Man X. A bunch of people just freaking died. What? The city's been completely destroyed. They were innocent people. I won't forget this. Yeah, I don't think anyone will forget this, X. Millions of people just died. I told you the X series is darker than the classic series. I told you. A bunch of people and Reploids are all dead now. And we never got to see any of them. Dead before we got to know them. Isn't that just swell? But yeah, how are you guys doing today, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. Kind of weird, my first stream back, and my usuals haven't arrived yet. It's kind of weird. Warning! They give us a warning now. Okay, so, yep, intro stage, giant mechanoid, easy to beat. You already know the drill by X2. There's always a really giant mechanoid that's just a breeze to defeat. They seem like they'd be a menace, but they're not. But I will say, this mechanoid is probably my favorite looking mechanoid. It's a giant freaking dragon. I love this dude. But like I said, just like the others, he's weak. Like, I would say like 6 charge shots should take him out. There we go. See, I told you, it was easy. Who are you? I'm the Colonel of the Repliforce. Has the Repliforce been occupying this area? What are you talking about? I only came to save my sister. The army responsible for all the violence in this region is not the Repliforce. Nevertheless, I want you to disarm and follow me back to the headquarters. Never. You're asking me to drop my soldiers to drop their weapons? The only time we drop our weapons is when we aren't able to fight any longer. But you will be regarded as a maverick and treated as such. Do as you will. The Repliforce would sooner fight and die than discard our pride. Consider us mavericks if this is what you wish. Wait! Calm down, Colonel! What the? Something's gotta give. Otherwise, the entire Repliforce will be considered to be mavericks. Yeah, so I didn't mention this earlier in the series. So there's another type of maverick in the X series where some of them are driven by politics, which is like in this game in X6 have like politically drawn mavericks where you see Colonel, like he's he's not for Sigma, but yet he wants to do something his own way to try to take over. So yeah, well, really, his cause is that he doesn't want to discard from the war. That's what his thing is. So he wants to kind of like do his own little thing, but he's still a maverick, according to that cutscene. Hey, what's going on, Rosie and Armchair? Welcome to X4.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army in history!
The general has finally taken action. And now, my maverick hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Way to spoil that freaking general is a bad guy already. Who are you? Call me Double, the rookie hunter. My liege, the Repliforce, has begun its coup. Wait, Double, you're jumping to conclusions. I know that said Colonel, that's not right. I don't know why they didn't change that. Sir, you've been given the order to scramble. Right, I'm leaving right now. So we got our Mavericks. We got Web Spider. Cyber Peacock. Yeah, voice acting in Mega Man, it's not good. Storm Owl. Magma Dragoon. Oh, hey, we seen that guy in the intro stage. Jet Stingray. Split Mushroom, which is kind of weird. Okay. Slash Beast. And last but not least, we have Frost Walrus. These Mavericks, I kind of like these guys. Well, I don't really like Split Mushroom that much. But, yeah. I'm gonna go after Magma Dragoon first, since we did see him in the cutscene. What's going there, Yellow Toad? And yes, Magma Dragoon is a dragon. That's freaking badass. I like how they give like a little synopsis of what the Maverick is doing. Like they just said that, oh, Magma Dragoon betrayed the Maverick hunters and hid himself in a volcano. Also, this was the theme I used in the intro. I know it's kind of weird for me to be starting with a lava stage. I got a reason for this. Yeah, Magma Dragoon's stage theme is so good. And I love Magma Dragoon's design. I mean, who wouldn't like Magma Dragoon? He's a freaking dragon. Dragons are automatically cool. Well, not all dragons. Some dragons suck, but a lot of them are freaking cool. Especially this one. Even if he is a Maverick. Okay, so, Dr. Light capsules and stuff are back, of course, because why would they not be here? Heart tanks, sub tanks, all of that. Unlike in Mega Man X1, 2, and 3, there's only 2 sub tanks and 1 weapon tank. You don't get 4 like you did in the other 3 games before this. So, that's something to get used to. How is the difficulty in this game? This game is not really that difficult, actually. This is a lot easier than X3 was. I'm not saying that it's not hard. There are some hard moments, but X3 is still So much more difficult than this. So the heart tank is over here. You gotta do a dash jump to reach right here. There we go. Oh, come on. That wasn't fair. That fireball. I couldn't even see the freaking, the meteor. Yeah, I got help back. Also, thanks guys for the likes, by the way. Appreciate it. Oh, we get a ride armor. Awesome. I love using ride armors. You don't want to take too much damage in this ride armor. I'll explain why in just a second. You definitely don't want this ride armor to take too much damage. Which I think we succeeded. Awesome. Because we actually get to fight the Maverick with the ride armor. I know, how awesome is that? There he is. X, you've arrived. Dragoon, why did you betray the headquarters? You'll have to defeat me first. But we're allies. You're so naive. Listen closely. I let the Sky Lagoon fall. And I do it again. No, those were innocent people. You're not Dragoon, just a Maverick. You got that right. Power up, X. It's time you show me what you can do. God damn. Another betrayal. So, yeah, apparently Magma Dragoon loves Street Fighter because he's using Hadokens and Shoryukens during this fight. But he's not weak to the ride armor. It's just, it really helps in this boss fight. It really helps. It shades his health off pretty quickly. But if you don't have the ride armor or his weakness, this guy is freaking tough. Like, he's probably the hardest Maverick out of the 8 without his weakness. He is tough as nails. I guess him being a dragon should speak for itself, but gosh, this guy's just he's doing all sorts of fire uppercuts and fire blasts, all that stuff. This guy is not easy. The only reason I beat him was because of the ride armor. I never took him on without his weakness because I'm not crazy. You are strong, X. Wow, they're playing this music already again. Such a waste. Why, Dragoon? Always wanted to fight you. Then he appeared who? Told me to work for Repliforce to goad you into fighting. You did it just so you can fight me? Was worth it for a final duel. Dragoon! And he's dead. Magma Dragoon is gone. Anyway, we get Rising Fire. I love how this game explains what the weapon does. Shoots fire energy vertically. Effective against all airborne enemies. Some objects may be burned by this attack as well. Yeah, it's actually one of my it's one of my favorite weapons in X4. Not the best weapon, of course, but it's one of them. Also, yeah, you go to the save. So yeah, no passwords. Hooray! There's actually an in-game save feature. Thank you. Even though X1 and 3 did have the save option if you didn't want to use passwords, but still, if you were playing it on the original SNES hardware, you had to use the passwords to continue your game. Anyway, so we just fought a fire Maverick, so we're gonna take on an ice Maverick because fire melts ice. Yeah, Frost Walrus. I wish we could have seen more interactions with the other Mavericks, but Magma Dragoon, the only reason they had that cutscene was because X knew Magma Dragoon from the intro. So you're not going to get like that whole death intro thing or death dialogue for any of the other Mavericks, unfortunately. I would have loved to see more of that, but yeah, he just Magma Dragoon just blows up. You can come over here and get a extra life. It's kind of hard to do this jump, but I did it. I do want to go back this way because there is a heart tank we can get. You gotta have the Rising Fire weapon to get it, which we have. Now I could have taken Magma. I could have taken Frost Walrus on first because he's not particularly hard to beat. But I'd rather play it safe and just beat Magma Dragoon. So yeah, you see it up there. Use the Rousing Fire, break that ice, and there we go. We won't be getting any of the Dr. Light capsules yet until I think Web Spider stage. I think that's the first one we're gonna get. Hey Kim, welcome to Mega Man X4. Oh, another extra light. Thanks, game. Also, one of my mods get Cam's channel command. Thanks. This is one of those stage things I don't remember very well. I mean, it fits, but I don't really, like, I'm not going to remember this thing when I turn the game off. Like, I remember Magma Dragoons, because Magma Dragoon has such a banger stage thing. I loved it. Also, there's that up there. I don't remember what that does, but I think it just refills all of the health and weapon energy at once. I think that's what that is. No, just trying to help other channels, that's all. Thanks for that, Rosie, by the way. Yeah, I don't know who thought X sounding like an 8-year-old boy was a good idea. He's supposed to sound like a teenager, but I guess the terrible voice acting in Mega Man X4 and Mega Man 8 just never freaking stops amazing me. It's horrible. I don't know why they did this. Why did you give X this little boy's voice? It does not fit him. Anyway, we got a mini boss. Oh, one other thing that makes X4 different than the previous games is once you beat a I'm probably gonna die to this mini boss, but when you get to the midpoint of a stage, all of the health comes back. Like, that's basically a checkpoint. In Mega Man X1, 2, and 3, when you got to a certain point in the stage, you still had to keep playing with the amount of health, but once we beat this mini boss, our health is going to be restored. Which is a godsend. I love that. For, oh, I'm not going to die. Never mind. I'm good. There we go. It is weak to the fire. Because it still follows that same formula. Oh, mini boss is weak to the same weapon that the boss is weak to. Yeah. So the sub-tank in this stage, or the weapon, I think it's the weapon tank. I don't think it's a sub-tank. It's the one that recharges weapon energy. It is, yes, in this section. Yeah, I had nothing else to do today, so I figured I would just play some Mega Man X4. So, like I said, I love this game. This game is awesome. I know probably when I started Mega Man X4, you probably were expecting it to be another SNES Mega Man X game. Nope. In fact, this is the first of 3 PlayStation Mega Man X games. X4, X5, and X6. There it is right there. You see it in that block? Yeah, there we go. Got the weapon tank. I think you can get that without the Rousing Fire, but it's best to have the Rousing Fire to get that. Also, those little icebergs will make the area frozen, and it makes it really annoying to travel through because everything's slippery. There's icicles that fall from the ceiling. Yeah, it's not fun. You can destroy them before they do their little ice thing, but wow, another extra life game. This game is being way too generous. I couldn't get him. Couldn't get him. God damn it. It can be pretty hard. I wouldn't call X4... X4 is not the same difficulty as Mega Man 8. This game is definitely has some moments where it's difficult. It's mostly the in-game stuff that's hard. Like all the stuff we're doing now, like I know X4 so well. I know this game almost like the back of my hand. I know this game more than I know X3. It's crazy. But then when like I said, X3 is much freaking harder. Yeah, this guy is like Frostman from Mega Man 8. He almost had the same body structure. They sent the kids like you after me? I promise to end this quickly. And look at this dude. And like, okay, so Frost Walrus, this guy is so slow and predictable. Like, I've never had trouble with this guy. Even without his weakness, this guy's a pushover. Like, all he does that slow slide across the ground. He'll make like some ice chunks fall from the ceiling, but they're kind of easy to dodge actually. And then he'll blow ice breath to try to like freeze X, but it's not that hard to dodge either. So Frost Walrus is he's definitely a good Maverick to take on first if you're not confident to fight Magma Dragoon, which I wouldn't blame you. Magma Dragoon is one of the hardest Mavericks in the game. Face him only if you're gutsy like I am. There's his ice attack right there. But he's not going to get to do much else, because, yeah, that's it. He is weak to the fire, of course. The fire will just knock him back, and then he'll try to do another ice attack. But, yeah, he's not a threat. Now, defeating Frost Walrus gives the Frost Tower. Generates a huge ice block that acts as a shield, may also be used to trap enemies before dissipating. Cool. No pun intended, but cool anyway. That's awesome. Not my favorite. The thing is, the Frost Tower is probably my least favorite weapon in the game. It's very situational, and I don't really care for it that much. Okay, our next Maverick fight is Jet Stingray. Also, this stage is really unique. So remember Overdrive Ostrich in Mega Man X2? How we had to ride on that whatchamacallit, that hover bike? Well, we get another one of those. Except it's the whole stage and not just part of it. This entire stage is us doing this. And the heart tank and the sub tank is, you gotta time your jumps. So pressing the A button on the controller will give a boost. And it's used for getting the heart and sub tank. You can easily miss it because you're constantly moving. Right. Oh, yup, I gotta die. It was right there. I actually meant to get that, but I like, for some reason my brain just shut off and I forgot where it was. Yeah, surprised that Shadow's not here yet. Or the others. No! How? I missed again. I missed again. No, I'm gonna keep dying until I get it. I'm gonna keep dying until I get it, because that time it wasn't fair. I literally, like, hovered right over the heart tank. There we go. Got it. Only took 3 tries. Usually 3's the magic number. There we go. That was the first section. Okay, second section. Also, this stage is also unique because we actually get to see the Maverick before we fight him. That doesn't usually happen in Mega Man, that you get to see the boss before facing him. But yeah, I do like this stage a bit. but I hate trying to get the heart and sub tank. And it's really easy. I wonder if there's an achievement for beating this stage without taking damage, because I would never be able to do it. It's too much to dodge. Also, there was the sub tank right there. We just got it. It was right there. You couldn't even see it because you gotta basically do a timed turbo jump. Well, you heard me collect it, so I got it. Actually, you can see right there. That was what I picked up. So, oh. Now we can just focus on beating the Maverick. Also, you can see, like, during the Maverick fight, some of the Maverick health bars have the R symbol, the Repliforce symbol. Yeah, not all the Mavericks are working for Sigma. Some of them are working for Repliforce, which is basically another group of Mavericks that want to do their own thing, like I said. And I made the same mistake again. Yeah, it's very easy to die in this Jet Stingray stage. This stage is, when I first played this, I think this was the stage I died in the most in terms of the Maverick fights. Well, it was mostly because I was trying to get the heart and sub tank. And like some of the obstacles are just impossible to dodge. Even if you know what you're doing, you're still probably going to take damage. Look at that, I already took half. Half of X's health is already gone. See that? I'm not going to do that jump this time because, yeah, I'm not going to do this. This way I can just jump right there. There we go. Okay, Jet Stingray. Here we go. Is this this is the third Maverick, right? Yeah, third. I am impressed that you found me. But your search is over. Get ready, X. Jet Stingray. This guy is a pain in the ass when you're fighting him as Zero. I just gotta say. But, this is another fight that when you're using his weakness, it is the most boring, anticlimactic, slow, tedious fight. Because every time he gets hit with the Frost Tower, he gets frozen, jumps up in the air, comes back down and tries to attack. And it's so slow. I hate this. It makes me just want to go to sleep. You know, they didn't learn the whole thing with Wheel Gator. Now they're doing it again. But if you don't have his weakness, he likes to drop these little stingray projectiles into the water. He'll do this like this diving attack that's really annoying to dodge. This guy can be real hard if you're not careful. But with his weakness, he is a joke. It's just, I hate how slow this is. Yeah, there's his attack right there because I didn't hit him with the ice. There we go. I don't like the way that weakness works for him either. You gotta kind of get close to him just to be able to hit him with it. I'm not a fan of Jet Stingray's fight. I'm not. I don't like how slow his weakness makes the fight, and I don't like using the weakness against him because it's likely you're going to get hurt trying to hit him with it because you got to get really close to him. Anyway, we get the Ground Hunter for defeating Jet Stingray, which is, it's just a projectile that travels along the ground. So yeah, fires many Stingray drones that race across the ground, effective against enemies on walls and floors. Push down while Jet Stingray drones are flying to command them to fall. So yeah, you can kind of change their direction, but only downward. Which I actually never paid that any mind. I never really used it much, so I never really knew that you could do that. But yeah, that's cool. That's interesting to know. Okay, our next Maverick is going to be Slash Beast. And I just gotta say, this has got to be the most bland. This is the blandest Maverick name in the whole series. Slash Beast. Like, they didn't even give him a name of like what kind of beast he is. He's just Slash Beast. That is really, I mean, I like his design, but like you couldn't have named him something else. Like maybe Slash Wolverine or something that would have sounded more badass, but no, Slash Beast. Just the species name, not even what he actually is. That's lame. I don't know what they were thinking. Somebody at Capcom thought Slash Beast was a good Maverick name. It's not. It's not. I mean, is it the worst Maverick name in the X series? Oh no, it's not the worst. It's just the most boring name. I wouldn't call it a bad name per se. It's just boring. But at least Slash Beast makes up for it in other areas. Where his name doesn't succeed, he succeeds in other areas. His design is awesome. He's probably my second favorite Maverick design in X4 after Magma Dragoon. But yeah, this stage takes place on a train that's constantly exploding, and you gotta move to the next one. In fact, I don't know what it is with the Mega Man series and having train levels, because the first one was Charge Man in Mega Man 5. In the Mega Man Zero series, there's 2 train levels where you got to destroy your train. In X6, there's a train level. Like, there's so many train levels in the Mega Man X, in the Mega Man series. They love their trains, I tell you. Anyway, this is like a little mini boss. Basically, the spikes protruding out can be destroyed, but you want to destroy where the spikes are coming out at to damage it. Give it enough damage, the spike won't come out again. There we go. Hey, Barry, Son, and Gift, welcome to Mega Man X4, guys. You only played 2 Mega Man X games, this and the first one. I mean, Mega Man X1 and X4 are great games, so yeah, I can see why. They were my first 2 Mega Man X games that I beat, actually. Because I just couldn't get the hang of X2 and X3. X3 for obvious reasons, but X2, I don't know, something about X2 just doesn't really do it for me. Also, yes, we can still refill our sub-tanks. Of course, if X's health is already full and he picks up health, it goes to his sub-tank. I didn't need to explain that, but still. Because it's been a thing since X1. I'm fine today, Give. Thanks for asking. Okay, so we got a ride armor again. So we want to destroy one of these train carts because there's a heart tank hidden in one of them. I think it's this one. Unfortunately, we can't do a Magma Dragoon and fight the Maverick with the ride armor. Yeah, there it is. Mega Man games are typically hard. The easiest Mega Man games is Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy, Mega Man 6 for the Super Nintendo. I mean, not Super Nintendo, Nintendo. That one's kind of easy. Even though that one's my favorite, it's not the hardest Mega Man game. Mega Man X is the easiest Mega Man X game, the first one in the series, of course. Like I said, I don't think X4 is that difficult, but it is difficult in some areas. Oh, you like Mega Man World 5? Yeah, it's a good game. But like, if you're not into Mega Man, I can completely understand why. It's not for everybody. Personally, I love this series, and I'm glad that we're getting another game. I just hope we can get Mega Man X games again. I feel like there's so many unanswered questions. Because X8 is the last one, by the way. In this, well, you got X Command Mission, which that's not X Command Mission is not this kind of game. It's an RPG, funnily enough. Okay, Slash Beast. Also, that is such a badass entrance. He runs faster than a freaking train. Challenging my unit was both foolish and reckless. You are nothing more than my prey. One that is soon to be retired. Ooh, Slash Beast is making threats, guys. But yeah, he's weak to the Ground Hunter. Whenever he gets hit with the Ground Hunter, he'll drop to the ground and then try to do a dashing attack. And that's all he does if he gets hit with the Ground Hunter. Just Ground Hunter, jump to the wall, jump off the wall. Just rinse and repeat. Just do this over and over. If you don't have his weakness, he likes to do these other attacks where I'm gonna actually show it off because this, yeah, he'll do that right there, and he'll constantly like try to jump and pounce around. This guy can be quite the nemesis if you're not careful. But with his weakness, he's just as much of a joke as Jet Stingray was. At least his fight's not boring. Gosh, I don't know why Jet Stingray's fight have to be so damn boring, dude. And I gotta do that again in the freaking boss refights at the end of the game. That's gonna suck, dude. I gotta fight Jet Stingray again. Twin Slasher is our weapon for defeating Slash Beast, which is a slashing, it's basically a melee attack. Well, it's kind of a melee attack. Shoots Twin Slashers forward in 2 directions. His weapon has wide range capabilities, making it easier to hit enemies. So it works as a melee and a projectile. It's kind of cool, actually. It's one of my favorite weapons. It's funny because 2 of the weapons kind of work in a similar way. The weapon we get from Storm Owl later is another weapon that fires in 2 directions. I'd rather not talk about it, Gif. Sir, it's a message from the Colonel. X, I'll wait for you at Memorial Hall. Make sure you show up on time. Sir, this must be a trap. Perhaps, but I won't run this time. Okay, and we get no music. Colonel, stop this foolishness now. Never. Colonel, please, think this over. The Repliforce must be independent. Our battle will determine this.
I'll show you no mercy. Now get ready.
Hey, so Colonel. Colonel is weak to the Frost Tower, but that weapon is so unreliable. Again, with the Frost Tower business, you gotta get close to him to even hit him with it, and I really don't care for it. So I'm just gonna keep using the X-Buster. So that's one of Colonel's main attacks right there. He'll like fire these energy shots out of his saber. And they're easy to dodge. He does them so slowly, you can just jump over them. But yeah, I do think, as bad as the voice acting is in X4, I do think Colonel's voice is pretty good. That's probably one of the better voices in the game. Hey Beans, welcome to Mega Man X4. Yeah, I'm finally doing another Mega Man X game for once. Also, we will be doing a Zero playthrough, of course. Why would I only play as X when Zero's available? I think Zero's the hard mode of X4. Yeah, if you're playing the game as Zero, it's much harder. You're gonna see why when I get to Zero, but oh my gosh. Beating Jet Stingray, like I mentioned this earlier, but beating Jet Stingray as Zero sucks. Like he's boring to fight as X, but as Zero, oh my gosh, he's probably the hardest Maverick. It took me almost an hour to beat him playing as Zero. Impressive, but the result won't be the same next time. Until then. Colonel! Also, that word Colonel kind of bothers me because it's not spelled the way it's pronounced. I don't know why. I don't know why it's pronounced Colonel. It's spelled like Colonel, but it's not pronounced that way. Oh, I'm sorry you're feeling bad, Armchair. Wait, what is going on, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? You're playing another Way Forward game? Awesome. Okay, so our next Maverick... Let me see, Slash Beast is like... Yeah, we gotta fight Web Spider. Oh yeah, Shadow's not here to see me fight another spider. She's... What if she comes in and see me fight Web Spider? That would be really funny. I gotta say too, I don't know why so many Mavericks are based on bugs. Like... So many of them are bugs. In Mega Man X5, we have bug-based Mavericks too. Oh, X5, I can't wait to play X5. X5 is my second favorite in the X series. So yeah, this is a jungle stage, this stage is pretty straightforward and easy. But this is where we're going to get our first Dr. Light upgrade. And Mega Man X, he still can't duck. God damn it. X, just bend your knees, dude. You can duck. Anyway, so you can see this is kind of like a weird looking spot right here. Just go over here, and there it is. This battle should never have happened, X. Why must Reploids fight each other? Why must I ask the same question every game? I don't know. Why do these peacekeepers persist in fighting each other? This must be some sort of mistake. X, enter this capsule. Equip this to discover the truth. Equipped with this boot module and jump twice in the air to hover. You can move either left or right and will remain airborne for a few moments. It is effective for negotiating through higher and more dangerous terrain. Stop this tragic war as soon as possible, X. God damn it, Dr. Light, you always ask that question. And X do the same thing. Anyway, there we go. Legs! So yeah, X can actually do a hover in the air. And also, he can do a forward dash when he jumps by pressing the A button. Ain't that cool? So you can use the hover to get across. But the thing is, the thing with the hover is that if you're traveling horizontally while he's hovering, he doesn't get as much distance. If he just stays in the air, he stays airborne for like 5 seconds. But if he moves like this, he'll only stay airborne for like maybe a second and a half. So that's one thing to keep in mind. You can't. It's not reliable for every situation. Still, I thought you had. Oh, I thought you had the drawing already, Armchair. I didn't know you still didn't have it yet. It's been months, dude. Also, what is this Super Mario Bros. 2 right here with the jumping to logs, going down waterfalls? That's like Super Mario Bros. 2. You can't copy Mario, Mega Man. You can't do that. That's illegal to copy another game series. I really hate these, whatever those things are supposed to be. Is your chat going through? It is. It. Oh, your stream a few days ago, you don't want to continue streaming Roblox due to what they're doing with platforms. And don't want to be a part of it, so you might delete the account. Wait, you're going to delete your account? No, don't delete your account, Rosie. Also, what's going there, Nicole? Welcome to Mega Man X4. Yay, we reached the checkpoint. Awesome.
Ready.
Oh yeah, it is International Women's Day. That's yeah, Happy International Women's Day. I actually forgot to mention. Well, then again, like there were no females in chat when I started, so I wasn't able to really say it. But yeah, Happy International Women's Day. Hope it went well for you guys. Shadow hasn't gotten here yet, but I'm about to fight a spider. Because Shadow likes spiders for reasons that I won't discuss, but she likes spiders, and I'm about to go kill one because a spider is a maverick, and mavericks must die. They're disrupting the flow of the world. They must die. Besides, web spiders trying to launch this huge weapon that could be a real threat to humans and Reploids alike. Okay, so here, see this like log? You can use the fire to burn it. The heart tank is in this section. You wouldn't think you could do that because the fire just goes straight up, but no, you gotta do that. The heart tank's right there. Just burn that one, and there it is. It's kind of annoying to get that heart tank because that little electric web right there hurts. Yeah, I never got into Roblox, so I don't know too much about it. I just know a bunch of kids play it. That's like all I know about Roblox. Is like kids love it, some adults love it too, but I never got into it, so it's whatever. Anyway, web spider. Let's fight. Let's kill this bug. Yeah, that's pretty much every game company nowadays. All they want is their money. It is sad. You've labeled us all as Mavericks. I won't let you pass. Turn back now. Wow, he was right to the point, dude. Like, X didn't even get to say anything. He's just like, oh, we're gonna fight now. Yeah, Web Spider. This guy can be... I don't like fighting him either. That electric web can, like, ensnare X and, like, it'll just constantly do damage to him. But the best way to dodge it is just climb up the wall and then do a dash in the air, and it won't hurt him. But his weakness is the Twin Slasher, which is why I'm using it. There is a way to cut the web that he hangs on, but it's hard to... Oh, God. Yeah, there we go. We actually did it. We cut the web. Oh, gosh, Shadow's here. No! I literally said Shadow's probably gonna be here when we're fighting a spider. God damn it. I literally called it. I called it when we started the stage. Hey, he must die. He's a Maverick. And he has a weapon. But yeah, this is another thing he does. He has these little spiders that travel along the ground, and they can be kind of annoying because, yeah, he launches like 4 or 5 of them, and they just climb up the walls. And then he has that whole electric web force field. So yeah, that was Web Spider. He's dead. Well, he'll be back for the boss rush. And we get the lightning web for beating him, which is my favorite weapon in the game. Fires a spider net charged with electricity, can be used to attack, wall jump, or double jump. That's why I love the electric web. It kind of reminds me of that Pokemon Galvantula, an electric spider. I'll call later, Shadow. I'm in the middle of a playthrough. Next Maverick is... Oh, yeah, it's the weirdo, Split Mushroom. Like, all of a sudden, now we get a Maverick based on a freaking fungi. Like, I was inclined to believe that all the Mavericks were, like, animals or insects. Now, all of a sudden, mushroom? Oh, it gets weirder. Also, this right here looks really bad. Like, the effect here, it looks very low effort. Like, they just put a stilled image in the background and had like the foreground move to symbolize movement. It looks really bad. Hey, it's a it was originally a PlayStation game. It was made in 1997. Also, I kind of like the stage theme. I like Split Mushroom, but I think the next stage theme is probably my second favorite in the game. Oh, that's interesting, Rosie, because for the past almost week, we've had pretty much nothing but clouds and rain. The sun's finally coming out tomorrow. Yeah, this stage is pretty tame. I don't think the stage is really that difficult. So who would I say? Oh, I already mentioned who the easiest Maverick is probably Frost Walrus. Because he's just so slow and predictable. It depends on what kind of mac and cheese, whether I can say it's a pass or a fail. Is it the stovetop mac and cheese, or is it baked? If it's baked, it's a pass. You know, I haven't had boiled macaroni and cheese in a long time. Well, I don't like it, personally. No, it has to be baked. It has to be. That's the only way I'll eat mac and cheese. Okay, this mini boss here, you have to defeat quickly because it will destroy the floor, and yeah, those are spikes down there, and guess what? Spikes will still kill X in one hit because Dr. Light was too damn lazy to make X impervious to spikes. I know I say that like every Mega Man X game that Dr. Light was too lazy to make X not get hurt by spikes. I'm gonna say it in every game, damn it. Dr. Light, why do you make X not get hurt by spikes? You gave him all these different enhancements, but you couldn't be bothered to give him invincibility to spikes. God damn it. Also, here's that lazy effect again. I don't know who thought this looked good, but is this supposed to be like an illusion? You're a nine-tailed fox? No fair, I only get one tail and you have 9. That's not fair. Also, heart tank's right there. You gotta be really quick. So basically, that first part that collapsed, you gotta jump up, wall jump up the top of it, and then quickly jump up here to get this. It's kind of hard. Just do what I did. Because you only get like a split second to do it. Okay, there we go. You meant to say fuck YouTube? Yeah, seriously. YouTube sucks. What's YouTube gonna do? Ban my stream? I'll need to borrow one of your tails, Rosie. I need at least 2. Also, Spider's dead. The spider. I killed. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, jeez, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Oh, good, it gave me health. Thank you. Wonder if Groudon has a Jersey account? Maybe. Okay, Spider. I mean, no, not Spider. Mushroom. No, Spider is what his weakness is. Look at it. Look at this freaking goofball. Like, what was that sound? Are you X? I'm under orders to terminate you. What? Whose orders? Take a wild guess. Oh, wow. You're to the point too, aren't you? And yeah, there's the Sigma symbol, so he's working under Sigma, not Repliforce. But yeah, there's his weakness. His weakness is the electric web, and all he does is jump to the other wall, cling to the wall, and try to do his little soul body attack. But if you use this move, he never does it. Actually, let me show what he's like without his weakness, because this guy, he's probably the second hardest Maverick without his weakness. Look at this. So he makes all these rainbow clones of himself. They're just jumping all over. And then he'll do this attack too, which is like Gemini Man from Mega Man 3. And he does so many different things. Trying to fight him without his weakness, yeah, you're probably not going to win. It's still better than Magma Dragoon, because that guy's just doing everything, dude. Since you and Rod are foxes, you two must mar? Anyway, we get the Soul Body. Soul Body is X makes a rainbow copy of himself in front of him, and it deals damage. Accumulates energy and generates an illusion. Enemies will sustain damage if struck by the soul energy. Requires higher energy expenditures, however, and will eventually dissipate in time if it sustains heavy damage. Cool. I like the Soul Body. Probably my second favorite weapon in X4. A lot of people love Pokekopi. I still can't really, I don't know. I still can't really get into the game, but I do like some of what I saw of it. I know, I figured that's what you meant, Shadow. Okay, next is Cyber Peacock, which is really, this guy, Cyber Peacock. I don't know why the word peacock just sounds funny. It just sounds really funny. Peacock. Oh my gosh. Also, yeah, Cyber Peacock stage theme is one of my favorites. So this stage has a unique gimmick. We have to race against the clock. After we pass through these little sections, there's a timer going off right now. If you get there fast enough, you'll get a rank S. And the S means you get the upgrade. So we're about to get the heart tank. Yes, you get a heart tank, a sub tank, and a Dr. Light capsule, all in this stage. But you gotta be fast. I would advise using the soul body. The Dr. Light capsule is the hardest one to get, obviously. This second section, just keep dashing. And yeah, really easy. Oh my gosh, Shadow. Actually, I should probably fill up the soul body. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, fair enough, Biddy. So this is the hard one right here. And I won't be surprised if I fail. That if I fail, I'm going to have to do this over. Oh, no, no. Oh. Yeah. Those, yellow force field things will trap. And they're very, very annoying because X gets stuck to them for such a long time. Come on, make it. Make it. Yes, I don't gotta do it again. Awesome. Did it first try, baby. I'm giving you a new head module, X. This module will improve your special weapon abilities. It should reduce your special weapon energy requirements to near zero. You may now use your special weapons as often as you want. This is the best helmet upgrade in the whole X series. I love this upgrade. So basically what that means is every special weapon... Now you see we have 12 electric webs. We use it, it's still 12. Use it again, still 12. So it will still consume energy if... Well, we can't really do anything about it now, but when we get one of the other upgrades, it will still consume energy, but for now, we get infinite use. That's kind of broken, actually. Oh, but I love it. I love it so much. Like I said, I told you guys I love X4. I know this game like the back of my hand. I'm not saying that everything is trivial and easy, but X4 is awesome. Despite the bad voice acting. The voice acting is one of the only downsides to this game. The music's great, the Mavericks are great. Well, not all of them. Split Mushroom's kind of a dud. I don't know why did he give a Split Mushroom of our things? Like, what the hell, Capcom? Also, that's not going to be the only Maverick based off of some kind of plant or flower or whatever. Welcome to the stream, Scott, and thanks for the welcome back. Okay, Cyber Peacock, weak to the soul body. Yeah, you can still switch weapons with L and R, which I love. Wait, he thought I was oh gosh. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. His potential is limitless? Not possible. Who are you? Why are you doing this to me? I was ordered to test your abilities. It's quite simple. What? Prepare yourself. Okay, Cyber Peacock, I don't really know what his attacks are, and I don't care to find out. Mostly, I just use the soul body to exploit his weakness. But whenever the soul body hits him, he'll like turn it like static and then move somewhere else. This is all I'm gonna do. Because from what I remember, he has this really annoying attack that I don't care for. Actually, you know what? I'll show it. That he locks a reticle on X and like he fires these homing shots at X. These little arrows that deal a lot of damage. So just use his weakness. Just use Soul Body. I never took on Cyber Peak out without his weakness either. I could because I don't want to. Probably is, Armchair. It probably is. We're almost at the end of the game, believe it or not. I know. I know. It's kind of... I mean, well, the Mega Man games aren't particularly long. Well, some of the games are longer because they have more story put into them. X6, I probably won't be doing in one stream because X6 is such a bad game. The level design sucks. I might be doing X6 in 2 streams. Anyway, we get the aiming laser for defeating a Cyber Peacock. Move the cursor to lock onto enemies. Attacks the enemy with an aiming laser. That's a really good description. Thanks for telling me that. I would have never guessed. That is such a bad description of that weapon. It basically, so you get like a it's basically like this half circle reticle thing in front of X, kind of like the Yoshi's Island aiming system. And when you press the weapon button, when he locks onto an enemy, it makes a laser that hits them multiple times. Yeah, you probably would be the first to know, Shadow. Also, one thing I do like about X4, you don't have to do too much backtracking to previous stages to get upgrades and stuff. In fact, the only stage we gotta go back to is Magma Dragoon to get the Dr. Light capsule. Well, we couldn't get it earlier because we didn't have the weapon or the upgrade to get it. I think we got everything in everybody else's stage already. Yeah, we do. We do. Storm Owl. Not as cool as Storm Eagle. Yeah, Storm Eagle's better. Storm Eagle is better than you. But Storm Owl's cool too. I like owls. They're one of my favorite types of bird. But I like the eagle more. So we're at an air fleet. Apparently Storm Owl just wants to launch an all-out war from the skies. This guy's crazy too. Dude, all of these Mavericks are crazy. Every last one of them. You know, you're trying to do this for political gain, but for what reason? You're costing people their lives. We should. I think we should do like I mentioned earlier to you the other day that we should do like a collab playlist where maybe you don't have to have 15 different tracks. Maybe probably 8 or 10 of them, but all the tracks feature both of us. Maybe we'll throw in another feature on a couple of tracks, but yeah, every track has at least us 2 on it. I don't know, I was just tossing up the idea. I don't know when I want to do that or anything because I'm kind of working on my own stuff right now, but still, that is an idea for the future though. Also, I really hate these guys. These little jumping... I don't even know what these guys are. Are they supposed to be like frogs or something? Yeah, pretty much. Owls can be creepy, especially when they turn their necks to look behind. I know, that is kind of creepy. Luckily, Storm Owl doesn't do that. So the Dr. Light capsule, now we saw the heart tank was back here. You had to get it before the ship destroys the platform. The Dr. Light capsule, which this stage is unique because it has 2 Dr. Light capsules, but we only want to get one of them because you can get either one of them, but only one of them is the one that I like using. But you gotta use the spider web to get it. And I'm not a fan of getting it because I always die at least twice trying to get up there. So yeah, you see those spikes up there? You gotta use the spider web. Jump off of it and... Yep, you saw it up there, right? Yeah, very annoying Dr. Light capsule to get to. I hate it. At least it's not cryptic or anything, it's just annoying to get to. We're gonna try this again and die a second time. Okay, probably better idea is to jump and then... No, no! Oh, come on, dude. I like how it's not even the freaking Maverick that's killing me. It's this damn Dr. Light capsule. Oh, I think we just filled up our other sub-tank. Okay, third time. Come on. Come on. This should only take 3 tries. Yes! There we go. Okay, good. Oh, man. That's almost worse than these, whatchamacallit, the freaking one in Gravity Beetle stage, the ride armor. You can charge up to 4 blasts at a time with this R module. It takes a while to charge, but you can fire a charge shot at any time you so wish with it. This R module is also changeable. Enter this capsule to change parts. No, I don't want that, Dr. Light. I want this one. With this on part, you can fire the plasma shot, which is effective against stronger enemies. If the shot hits the opponent, plasma is generated, which will cause additional damage to the enemy. This arm module is changeable. Enter this capsule to change parts. That's the one I want. So this upgrade will basically, it'll make a blast, and the energy that is fired from it will actually, it'll deal constant damage to an enemy. Well, I can't really show it off here, but unfortunately, you gotta see this text again. Dr. Light, shut up! Anyway, so let's go. Basically, the energy will stay on the enemy and deal additional damage. Like that. Yeah, it's very useful. I love it. Like I said, X4 has some of the best upgrades in the whole F series. Like, it's so good. The helmet upgrade's really good. This Dr. Light capsule is really good. Like look at that. We already dealt with it. See? The plasma shot is my go-to arm upgrade in this game. Yeah, Storm Owl. Oh my gosh, we actually have to go left to fight the Maverick? That's not normal. How dare you destroy my unit? You'll pay for this with your life. Okay, Storm Owl. Okay, he's weak to aiming laser from Cyber Peacock. Basically, lock onto him, hit him with the laser. But if you don't have his weakness, this guy does this really annoying wind attack, and I don't care for it. Maybe I'll show it off in the refight, but I kind of want to get this fight over with. You know what? Maybe I will show it now. We'll show it off for a split second. Yeah, that attack right there, it deals a lot of damage, but it's kind of easy to dodge, though. And then he also does this Cyclone move. They'll basically home into you, but just jump out of the way. Yeah, that's his attacks. Other than that, he does like this. He just flies around and tries to hit, but I wouldn't really call Storm Owl that difficult. He's probably one of the medium difficulty Mavericks. He's not hard like Split Mushroom or Magma Dragoon, but he's not as easy as Frost Walrus. We get the double Cyclone for defeating Storm Owl. Fires a vacuum cyclones left and right, most effective when surrounded by the enemies against Skyborn enemies. So yeah, that's cool. Also, we're about to get a badass stage select theme. Because you know, in the X series, usually when you defeat all the Mavericks, they change the stage select music. Oh yeah, the direct is tomorrow, isn't it? I forgot about that. The Repliforce has begun assembling. Where are they? The spaceport. They plan to take off into space. Hurry! We have to stop the Colonel. Yeah, there we go. We do have to go back to Magma Dragoon stage to get this last upgrade. But give me a moment, guys. I will be right back. Hey, I am back. So, Magma Dragoon stage. Let's go. Let's get this other upgrade. The last one in the game. I'm gonna get this real quick. We only gotta play through like... No, actually we gotta play through most of the stage. Like just before Magma Dragoon's battle arena is where the Dr. Light capsule is. So we gotta unfortunately play through most of this stage. Oh, thanks for the help. Need to fill out those sub-tanks. But, yeah, who's looking forward to the direct tomorrow for Mario Galaxy's movie? I mentioned this during when I started Galaxy. I said I didn't stream the game because Mario Galaxy's movie's coming out. I wanted to stream Mario Galaxy for at least 2 years before I ended up streaming it. It's just that every time I wanted to stream Galaxy, some other game I wanted to stream more came before it. So I never was able to stream Galaxy. And I felt kind of bad because that's a game I really like. I mean, is it my favorite 3D Mario? Oh no, it's not my favorite, but it's a pretty good one. Okay, so the Dr. Light capsule is up there. You can't see the platform, but you gotta dash jump. And right there, you barely can reach it. Then you want to charge up. Oh, that's something I gotta do too. I gotta show off the charged weapon. You want to charge up the Twin Slasher. Charge it up, and it'll break that wall. Let's show off the charged weapon, shall we? So here's the spider. So this is how you consume weapon energy, by charging up the weapons. So yeah, there's the spider. It makes a giant web of webs. Here's Frost Tower's charged up weapon. I call the power of ice. Here's Soul Body. Soul Body's probably the least useful, I feel. It makes another copy of X and he can kind of like run around, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. That one's kind of weird. Here is the Rising Fire charge. He gets to do the Shoryuken again. Here's the Ground Hunter weapon. Yeah, there was Ground Hunter. It just makes a giant projectile that goes straight. And I don't know if I could show off Storm Owls or Aiming Laser. I mean Cyber Peak. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it makes a giant laser that deals more damage. And then here's the Double Cyclone. That one's cool. I love that one. Anyway, upgrade. Equip this new body module X. This body part absorbs damage inflicted by enemies and will gradually accumulate within. When it is filled with capacity with energy, you can execute the invincible Nova Strike. However, a single use will consume all your energy stores, so use it only to pull through tight situations. It's kind of like a screen nuke desperation move. And there we go! X is fully upgraded. He has everything. We can move on to the rest of the game. Escape. Anyway, I gotta step out for just a moment, guys, so... yeah. I guess you guys get to hear this music again for about 5 or so minutes. So yeah, see you guys in a little bit. Okay. Where was I? Right, Spaceport. Double said that we should go there because the Replophores are trying to launch an attack. So let's go. Also, I love how when you start a stage, like Double kind of like panics. I never noticed that. I never like pointed out that animation, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Anyway, oh gosh, this enemy placement. Oh, God. Told you, plasma shot is so useful. It's like the plasma energy will stay there and damage enemies, even incoming enemies. Like if another enemy jumps into that, they'll get damaged too. Oh, no worries, Fire Dragon, you're fine. Autumn must have been busy today because she's usually here at streams and whatnot. So we're gonna learn about the identity of that mysterious figure that we've seen with the really ominous sounding voice, with the scars over their eyes and stuff. The really deep, ominous voice he had, trying to tell General that he must launch an attack. Well, apparently General is actually doing it, so apparently General is very easy to talk into doing stuff. Okay, we got a boss fight. Who is the boss fight of Spaceport 1? Oh, right, it's Colonel again. That's right. Forgot we had to fight Colonel again. Colonel, step back. I'll stop anyone who tries to interfere with our independence. Enough of this. It's only an illusion. You hunters will never be able to understand us. Get ready, X.
Show me what you've got.
Mighty Switch Force? What, as a stream? So yeah, Colonel does the exact same thing as before. I don't know why. Oh, actually that's different. Stand wherever there's not green on the ground, and those electric attacks won't hurt. So that's the one attack he does that's different. Okay, that somehow still hurt. I think he gotta jump first. That's what I'm not doing. But other than that, all his attacks are exactly the same as they were before. He just has that electric, that thunderbolt attack. Oh, I might just die here. I'm only on 1 life too. Yeah, you gotta float in the air. Okay. That makes sense. He's still weak to Frost Tower, and I still refuse to use that weapon because Frost Tower sucks. You know what? No, I'm not dying. Sub-tank. I'm not dying to you, Colonel. I refuse. Like, Colonel is not difficult. Like, he's a pretty straightforward fight. I don't even know what he said. Oh, he has that attack too. Okay, that's different. I forgot he does that too when he gets into like low health. Okay, just a couple more attacks should do him in. And there we go. Impressive. But it's too late. What? The Replophores already left for space. I'm beaten, but the Replophores will never perish. The Reploids nation will be born into the vastness of space. Colonel! And he's dead. Yep, Colonel just died. No, Colonel, no. He's dead. Oh well, I'm over it. Okay, next. Replophores has flown off into space. Double, watch the ship for me. I'll go after them. Sir, reconsider what you're doing. It's far too dangerous. We don't have any other option. I'm leaving you in charge here, Double. We got final weapon. It's way forward's Mega Man without the upgrades. Oh, I see. Okay, let's go.
Oh,
But not without a cutscene.
not again. Hey, watch it! I'm terribly sorry.
It's me. Those hunters must not be allowed in here. Terminate them.
Roger. What a freak.
Hey, Double, what's the matter?
This is another current. 17th unit. Commander X, please respond.
What happened? Report!
Nothing to worry about.
No further transmissions unless necessary to carry out the operation.
Understood.
I'm breaking contact.
And now, X will be my next target.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, that is a transformation of a lifetime. Like, how did Double go from what he was to that? Holy shit, dude. He just went extreme, he just went to extreme mode in 2 seconds. God damn. And yeah, I like how you said that double crossing traitor. I get it, because his name is Double. That's funny. So yeah, Double's a traitor. Who saw that? Who would have guessed? Gosh, how many times are we going to see betrayals happen in the X series? I guess as sure as you're going to get the question, why must humans and Reploids fight, you're going to get somebody who's going to end up being a traitor, right? Anyway, I think this is where we have to fight Double, from what I remember, so... Yeah, I think this is the stage we gotta fight Double. Yep, there he is. Double, what? Why are you here? The Mavericks hunters and Repliforce idiots, all of them. They're making my job too easy. What are you talking about? Double, what are you saying? Think it over in heaven. Die, X.
I'm so anxious to rip you apart.
Dude, what is that voice? Okay, so Double is... Okay, so fun fact. Double's weakness is the Double Cyclone. I think Capcom knew what they were doing, having his weakness be in the name of the weapon that he's weak to. That's pretty funny. But this guy can be kind of tough. If you use his weakness, he has drones that show up all over the place. And to be honest, I think his weakness makes this fight harder. But yeah, Double just went from pudgy, naive, to total badass. No, I'm not. I refuse to die. Double, you will die. Damn, how could I lose to a weakling like you? Double, tell me, why did you do this? You're so naive, X. I was sent as a spy from the very beginning to keep an eye on you. Double, I trusted you. That naiveness may be your fatal flaw. Goodbye, X. See you in the afterlife. Double! Jeez, how many characters are gonna freaking die? Colonel's dead. Now Double's dead. Jeez, man. So many deaths in X4. Holy. And of course, the stage is not over yet. Because we have the boss refights now. Also, who's still here to raid after the stream's over? Because I might be generous in raid today. That's not what I meant to do. Hey, Autumn. Welcome to Mega Man X4. I might raid today. I don't know. Maybe. I'm near the end of the game, so it's possible. Okay, so we can go into that shutter right there, that door, or we can go down here and go into this other path. I believe they both lead to the same spot, so don't worry too much. Dude, stop shooting! Oh my... Are you... Okay. Oh, come on. Alright. I'm going into the other door. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. I'm going in here. Not taking that bottom path. Okay, here you want to use the web. Nope, that's too far. That's too close. There we go. Gosh, somebody else is gonna die, aren't they? Oh no, this isn't where we fight the final boss. Never mind. Hey, what's going there, Lombre? Welcome to Mega Man X4. How's it going, dude? Dude, I'm not a fan of this enemy placement. I'm just saying. Enemy placement this stage kind of sucks. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Twin Slasher. I think that's the weapon that we want to use here. So yeah, they do. So that bottom path leads to this room too. So yeah, either way you go, you get sent here. The Hooligan Sisters. Nice. Also, I like how that just appeared. Like, it just appeared. That looked really bad. It wasn't there. It just magically showed up. Anyway, it's General. The guy we saw in the intro cutscene and that little other cutscene. General, what are you planning to do? We're going to build a nation for all the Reploids. That's our ultimate goal. We'll fight anyone who tries to interfere with our independence. There must be alternatives to this mindless fighting. We were called Mavericks without justifiable reason. What other choice did we have than to fight? But it's too late now. Get ready, X.
My fate is sealed. I have no choice.
I love how he says that. I have no choice. General is... He's kind of a weird fight, actually. He is weak to Twin Slasher, but I find his fight to be kind of annoying because some of his attacks... Like, I don't mind the fist attack. That's easy enough to dodge. But it's those... Yeah, those blue energy balls are why I don't like this fight. Because you're trying to, like, stay on his fist to use as a platform, but then he's shooting nose the whole time. General low-key looking like Wario. Yeah, this dude is freaking huge. Like, look how big he is compared to X. This guy's like a behemoth. But yeah, I would recommend just kind of like staying on the wall and just keep firing at him. And there we go. Oh look, another character dies. Gosh, man, with all the X, geez, X committed more casualties in this game than he ever have earlier. Jeez, now General's about to die. What happened? It can't be. This weapon must be malfunctioning. General, what do you mean? Someone else is controlling it. You must hurry, X. The Earth is in danger. Alright, I'll stop the weapon myself. Actually, I lied. General didn't die. But guys, like, dude, there's so many deaths happen in this game. And yeah, you can see Double's not here anymore. Where did he go? Anyway, this is the last stage. Now we got to do the boss refight. So, yay, because we got to fight Jet Stingray with his weakness again. I love it. Also, you get plenty of health energy here. We get to fall down, and yep, here they are. Here are the 8 Maverick rooms again. So let's see, who are we fighting first? Oh look, I guess we're fighting Magma Dragoon, the Maverick we fought first in the beginning of the game. And each stage, Maturza goes through each of these stages, hunting down 5 girls. Gameplay-wise, you have a gun that is only effective against smaller enemies. Interesting. Okay, so we get to at least show off Magma Dragoon's weakness because we didn't have his weakness before, which is the double cyclone. I'm going to try to hit him with a charge shot and see how much damage it does. So yeah, hitting him with his weakness, he'll just like, he'll jump up, try to retaliate with an attack. That's all. He's really trivial with his weakness. The double-crossing traitor, he's dead. Yeah, and by the way, we won't see Double for the rest of the series. He's gone. And so is Colonel. It's kind of a shame, because I like Double and I like Colonel. I like both those characters. Well, we will see them again in the Zero playthrough, but just for continuity, they're dead. If you're just talking about the X series by itself, or just the X playthrough. Okay. Of course, after every Maverick fight, you get a refill of energy, which is always good. Who's next? Let it be Slash Beast. I don't think... I know... Oh, gosh, it's a spider. Yeah, it's a spider. I could tell by the freaking, the plants. Twin Slasher. Yep. All these boss fights are exactly the same, so I don't really gotta explain anything. I just had to show off Magma Dragoon's weakness because we didn't have the double cyclone attack. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned this, but I love the Maverick boss theme in Mega Man X4. Oh, yeah. That's one thing to keep in mind. Web Spider will always, like, drop down wherever X is currently standing. Until he gets to half health. Then he'll do his other thing with the giant web in the middle of the room. Yeah, now he's about to do the giant web. Yep, there it is. Like I said, Web Spider is one of the tougher Mavericks. He really is. This guy's just doing all of this. You know, it would have been funny if there was a Mega Man Classic Series Robot Master called Spider-Man. That would have been funny. But there is no Spider-Man in the Classic Series. We got an Aquaman, though, in Mega Man 8. But no Spider-Man, unfortunately. Mighty Switch Force will test my patience. Hey, I like having my patience tested. It's this... Yeah, Frost Walrus, okay. I will make a popsicle of you. Oh, wait, this is not that game. No, this is not Mega Man 8. He will not make a popsicle of us. But he will try to freeze us in other ways. He just won't make a popsicle of us. Because that was Frostman's job, and he failed. Like I said, Frost Walrus is still the same lame fight as he was in the beginning. Just slow It doesn't do much. Like, see, look, even the Frost Tower was easy to dodge. See? Even that was easier to dodge. Would have gotten sued by Marvel? I don't think they would have gotten sued. Because they didn't get sued for Aquaman. I don't think there was any dispute with it. I think Capcom would have been fine. Next boss is... Oh no, come on. Jet Stingray. Oh gosh, come on, dude. Get ready for another boring fight with this dude. Where is it? Frost Tower. Yup. This is not fun at all. And it's not like the Frost Tower does an insane amount of damage either. I mean, it gets the job done. Oh my gosh. I mean, it does enough damage, I guess, but still. Being that all you gotta do is jump, spam the Frost Tower, and then do it again. It's not fun. You know, I thought weaknesses made bosses easier. Well, I guess in Double's case, it makes it harder. I thought in most cases, weaknesses make the bosses easier, not more tedious. But then again, I go back to X2 and think of Wheelgator and how annoying that fight was with or without his weakness. Wheelgator just sucks as a boss. I like him as a Maverick. Like, he's a cool looking Maverick, but fuck his boss fight. Seriously. Okay, this is Storm Owl. I like how he salutes. That's actually kind of a cool touch. Okay, let's get our Yoshi Island reticle out. Storm Owl is so easy to hit with this. Now you can literally beat this fight without taking a single hit. Oh, and of course I got hit. God damn it. I was hoping I wouldn't. Who's ready for the final boss fight, by the way? Because we're almost there. I wonder who the final boss is going to be. Oh, that's a mystery. Okay, next Maverick. I can't tell who this is. Oh, hey, Slash Beast. It's you. What's the matter, Slash Beast? Can't you hit me? Can't you hit me? Oh, you can't? No, I don't think he can hit me, guys. So Slash Beast was working for Repliforce because he has the R under his health bar. So he wasn't working with Sigma. There we go. Wow, Slash Beast. What a great strategy you got there. Good job, dude. Okay, I think there's 2 more Mavericks we haven't fought yet. Yeah, it looks like it. So we still have Cyber Peacock. Yeah, Cyber Peacock's one of them. And Split Mushroom. Yeah. Funnily, because we got both of them one of them is weak to the other. I believe this is Split Mushroom because the room is smaller. Hey, it's the goofball again. It's you again. Dude, Split Mushroom is such a joke. I love his animation whenever he gets hit with the electric web. Like, he does like this little weird twitching emotion. And his voice. Could you imagine if Mega Man X4 had good voice acting? How would Split Mushroom have sounded if the voice acting was good in this game? That's my question. Because as you guys have already heard, the voice acting in this game sucks. I had to do some of the voices better than the actual voice actors. Because, oh my gosh, it's so bad in X4. Now, what they were thinking, dude. Wait till you hear how Zero sounds, because Zero doesn't have any cutscenes in the X playthrough. Okay, Cyber Peacock is last. I will admit, he makes a cool entrance. He definitely does. Oh, that was close. It's best to kind of like, dash across the ground. Because sometimes Cyber Peacock will purposefully teleport where X is to try to hurt him. So doing the dash will you'll likely be getting out of the way of taking damage. There we go. Okay. That is all the Mavericks. Let's go into the golden pedestal. The pedestal of destiny. Oh, hey, it's you. This is amusing. It really is, X. You're Sigma. My plan to keep the Repliforce and the Maverick Hunters at each other's throats worked perfectly. So yeah, the Repliforce was indeed working for Sigma. They were seeming like they were someone different, but they all were working for Sigma at the end of the day. Double did a good job as a spy. Why you? Repliforce are the fools this time. Now all that's left is to destroy Earth with the very weapon they made. No, I'll never let you do that. Try hard, X. Your life depends on it. Actually, no, Repliforce was not working for Sigma. Actually, I missed well, basically, I misinterpreted that. No, they weren't working for Sigma, but Sigma did use Repliforce to build a giant weapon for Sigma to rule the world, but Repliforce didn't know that they were working for Sigma. So, yeah, that's what was happening. Repliforce was unbeknown working for Sigma the whole time, but they didn't realize. They thought that they were launching some, oh, we're gonna do some revolutionary type plan to take over. Nope. They helped Sigma.
Tremble with terror. You are finished.
Anyway, Sigma is weak to the... Yeah, he's really, really weak to the Rising Fire in his Grim Reaper form. You shouldn't take too much damage, if any, during this fight. Because this is all he does. He just appears, does this scythe slashing attack, which can be kind of annoying, but still. He does next to nothing. I think charging the fire does even more. And yeah, there we go. That was Sigma 1. Okay, this is the real test of patience. It's the second form. Haha, you are very good, X. But not for long. You won't be able to evade this attack. So yeah, Sigma 2 is weak to the electric lightning web. I don't like this. I think this is probably one of the harder Sigma fights in the X series. Cause he does so many different things. So many. When he throws his weapon, it's best to basically stay against the wall. Cause if his weapon hits the ground, he's gonna have these boomerangs is gonna start flying around, and they're very annoying to dodge. Like they're incredibly annoying. There we go. Okay. But it's still not over yet. Feel my incredible power. Drown in the empty vastness of space.
Tremble with terror. You are finished.
Also, badass freaking theme. I love this theme. Sigma is weak to Ground Hunter and Twin Slasher. He has 2 weaknesses. So he makes 3 different colored heads. 1 ice, 1 electric, 1 fire. So yeah, these attacks are very, very hard to dodge. And I'm surprised that I somehow survived just now. Oh jeez, I literally almost died there. Oh gosh. This is one of the hardest Sigma fights. It really is. This is no, actually it's Soul Body he's weak to. Not Twin Slasher, Soul Body. Sorry guys. He has an attack where he says the end. That can be really devastating if you don't dodge it in time. Personally, I hate when he's on the ground more. Because those spikes against the wall, guess what? Instant kill. They will kill as soon as X touches them. Yeah, listen to how awesome this battle theme is. Freaking badass. Here's the end attack. And I didn't get a chance to do anything, unfortunately. Okay, Ground Hunter again. Oh, come on. Yeah, this fight is not easy. I'm probably not going to win. I mean, I'm trying. Oh, jeez. Okay, he's doing this again. Nope, I'm dead. No. Oh. And the worst thing is you got to do the whole fight again if you die. Yeah, this fight is hard. This is a very hard Sigma fight. Because there's 3 phases and all of them, well, okay, the first phase isn't hard. The Grim Reaper one isn't hard.
Prepare to become space dust.
But the other 2 phases, oh my gosh. I almost had him too. I was kind of close to beating him. Yeah, see? You see how quickly it gets rid of his health? But yeah, yeah, I hope you guys, you guys been enjoying X4, by the way. I really, really like this game, like I said. Also,
Prepare to become space dust.
it kind of sucks that you still have to read the dialogue before the fight. I don't know why they did that. The thing that really sucks about the Sigma fight is the fact that you don't get a full sub-tank refill. Like, I really wish you could, but you don't. Like, I always had trouble with this fight. Every time I play X4, I get to the final boss, and it's just very difficult to beat him. Yeah, see? It's so hard to keep up with everything. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't raid. Maybe I shouldn't raid today. I don't know. I don't even know who's live right now.
Prepare to become space dust.
Oh, that's a good way to dodge the that other attack. It's just like charge it up when he's about to do his third attack, and that way it won't hurt. Oh, that didn't hurt. Oh, come on. Disagree, Sheen. Yeah, thanks, Benny. Appreciate it. I don't know how many attempts this fight's gonna take me, by the way. I have no idea. This final boss is hard. This is one of the hardest Mega Man X final bosses.
Prepare to become space dust.
Like, if I could get a full sub-tank, it would really help. But it takes so long to accumulate the energy. See, and what sucks about when Sigma's on the ground is that you never know which of these two attacks he's gonna do. And I despise it. If there was a way to tell which one he's gonna do, that would make this so much easier, but you can't. I'm not surviving this one either, but I'm trying. Yeah, there's the end attack again. There it is. See, if he does the blowing attack is easier because, yep, there's the sucking attack again. See, I don't mind the one where he blows X away because it's so much easier to predict what he like. Because you could just keep dashing and dodging the attack. But the one where he's sucking X towards him is so much worse.
Prepare to become space dust.
I've always had trouble with this fight. Always have. I'm not surprised I'm having trouble with it now. Okay, I guess that's one way to dodge that attack. Stay close to the wall. Yeah, if you stay close to the wall, his attack won't reach. Or the laser. Then you gotta just like jump. And then hover in the air. I'm still gonna proceed with caution. I'm gonna proceed with caution.
Prepare to become space dust.
I don't know why Sigma said that again. He literally already said that the first time. You know, the Nova Strike's not a bad idea either, actually. Now that I think about it. The Nova Strike does a good amount of damage. But it's not a Sigma killer or anything, but still, he's gonna do the sucking, right? No! No, he's doing the blowing attack. See? How was I supposed to know because last time he did the sucking attack first. How am I supposed to predict which one he does? There's literally no way to tell. Hey Sigma, you can keep doing this. You can keep doing that. I wouldn't be against it, Sigma. Gosh, but like I said, this music's so badass and I freaking love it. Yep, there's the sucking attack again. The end? Nope. He's doing this again. That's right, Sigma. Keep doing that. Oh, I didn't get another attack in on him. Okay, Ground Hunter again. Crap! Oh, that attack is so annoying. I've seen some people beat that without taking damage, and how? How can you beat that without taking damage? Please show me. Because I would love to know how you can do it without taking a single hit. I'm going fire. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, gosh. He literally brought the fire out at the worst possible time. Okay, that's one part of Sigma down. All we gotta do is finish them off. Finish off the ground version of Sigma. Okay, that was that. There we go, beat him. That's it. Yes. What's so funny? This weapon is aimed straight at Earth already. No one can stop it now. Damn! Goodbye, X. Yep, we beat him. That was X4, but we're still not done with this game because we got to play through the game as Zero later. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, hey, General. General. The weapon can be stopped with my body. But then many of my men have died. As their leader, I must leave with them. No, General is gonna die. X, please forgive our foolishness. General. Yep, General sacrifices himself to save everyone. Or to save X. And, yep, that was the game. I'm gonna need to practice the Zero playthrough of this game because I'm not as good with Zero in X4.
Hunter headquarters.
Zero.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about you.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. It's all over. Go home and rest. You've earned it.
But Zero, what if I become one of the Mavericks?
Don't ask such a silly question. I'm breaking contact now.
Wait, Zero! I'm serious. Zero, if I become a Maverick, you have to take care of me.
Don't be ridiculous. Now hurry on back.
Promise me. Zero.
Okay, what is that voice that they gave to Zero there? What is that? Why does he sound like that? That voice is not good for Zero either. Jesus Christ, dude. Anyway, that was the Mega Man X playthrough of Mega Man 4 or Mega Man X4. So yeah, X had asked the question, what if he became a Maverick? Well, that might be answered later. Who knows? Who knows, Mega Man X? So let me put in my title here, X playthrough, because I need to do one as Zero next. I'm not going to go right into it. Like I said, I need to practice playing through the game as Zero. There are some differences between playing as X and Zero. Zero does not get weapons the same way as X does. Zero gets his own type of abilities. He gets attacks for beating Mavericks, of course, but they're not the same type of moves. Like, if he beats Magma Dragoon, he's not going to get the Rising Fire. He's going to get a Flaming Sword attack instead, which is pretty freaking cool. Zero gets more melee-based attacks with his weapons. Zero also does not get Dr. Light upgrades. I'll explain why when we get to X5 as to why Dr. Light doesn't upgrade Zero. there is a very specific reason as to why Light can't upgrade Zero as opposed to X. But if I talked about it now, it'll be a huge spoiler, and I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, I love Mega Man X4. I love this game. As for the Zero playthrough, I probably won't be explaining where to get the heart tanks and sub tanks because they're literally in the same spots. So I'll just play through the game. I'll talk about any differences as to playing with Zero as opposed to X, but other than that, that's about it. Yeah. I love this game. Despite the bad voice acting. The voice acting sucks, but... And pretty much everything else is fantastic. Oh, if you think X4's voice acting is bad, wait till Mega Man X7, because it gets worse. Somehow it's worse than X4. Jeez, man. I don't know why the Mega Man series was cursed with bad voice acting. The only good voice acting in the Mega Man series is Mega Man 11 and then Mega Man X8. Because every other time they did voice acting, it wasn't good. Jeez, man. Anyway, yep, that was Mega Man X4's X playthrough. That was fun. That really was. Okay. Alright, I'll explain what Rookie Hunter mode is later when I play through, when I finish up the Zero playthrough. I'll show off what that is, at that point. But for now, the battle has ended, yet somehow X doesn't feel quite right. What caused all those robots to turn into Mavericks? Will it happen to me someday? Has X just realized his tragic destiny? It appears that X will have to solve this mystery one day. Soon. Ooh, a little foretelling of things to come. Anyway, yep, there we go. That was the X playthrough. Let me see now. Hey, Madoka. I'm sorry, I was so immersed into the story. But no, trust me, I talked about Mega Man 8 when I played it. Oh, Mega Man 8's Dr. Light was terrible. It was so bad. Oh my gosh. No, the Dr. Light's voice in Mega Man 8 was bad, but do you remember that one cutscene where Mega Man screams for like 12 seconds straight? That was pure torture to my ears. I think that's got to be like the worst voice in the whole Mega Man series. It's that scream. The Dr. Light voice was like more funny than anything, but the Mega Man scream in Mega Man 8 was just torture. Anyway, now, since I'm done, I am gonna go raid somebody. So let's see. I wonder if Madoka has anybody we could raid. You got anybody in mind, Madoka, that I can raid? They made Mega Man and Zero's gameplay totally different while Mega Man is all about shooting. Zero's about short range attacks. Yeah, I like playing as Zero, but at the same time, it's much harder to play as Zero in these games. Oh, it's so much harder. I cannot express how difficult Jet Stingray is. You're going to see why Jet Stingray is so hard as Zero. You're going to see why. Zero does get an ice attack with his saber, but it is so much worse than the Frost Tower. Because the Frost Tower was close range, but the Zero attack with the ice is even worse. It's somehow worse. And I hate using it against Jet Stingray so much. Alright, yep. Take your time, Madoka. I can wait. But yeah, I had fun with Mega Man X4's X playthrough. So after the Mega Man X collection, we're going to be going on to the other one. We're going to be moving on to the Mega Man X Collection 2, which has Mega Man X5, X6, X7, and X8. I've already expressed my displeasure for playing Mega Man X6 and X7. One One was just one that could have had a really good story, but was rushed and it was terrible. And in the other game, it did get development time and it was still bad. It's like with X6 and X7, it's like pick your poison because both games suck. Gosh, I'm gonna have such a field day talking about those games. Oh man. And the funny thing is, X6's Sigma fight's not that hard, but everything else is. And it's hard for all the wrong reasons. X6 is terribly designed. It's a terribly designed game. But anyway, yeah, so while Madoka's looking for a raid target, yeah. I'm sorry for the awkward silence, but I'm trying to, I'm trying to find things to talk about while she's getting a raid target, if she can find one. If not, I'll find one. Okay, and like you want to know what the ironic thing is about Mega Man X4? Is that a lot of these scenes are supposed to be serious, but with the terrible voice acting, I can't take them seriously. I just can't. X the X series is a much darker series than the classic series. Oh, Lightning Fairy's Life. Okay, we can rate her. It's much darker. You know, people in Reploids, they die, and there's a whole bunch of like drama. It's like a futuristic soap opera or something. And like you got these characters in X4 just sounding like little kids for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Donkey Kong Bonanza win. I'll be streaming Bonanza again on probably Thursday this week. Oh, the screen went out. Yeah, so I can rate Lightning Fairy, so let me get the link. Yep, she sure is. Tales of Grace. Yep, I found it. Yeah, you can, Kim. No problem. Okay. Here we go, guys. Hashtag Roddy Raid. There we go. But yeah, anyway, guys. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'm going out for dinner for one of my family members' birthday is actually today. I know I didn't mention that during the whole stream, but yes, their birthday's today. We're going out to dinner tomorrow, so there will be no Monday stream. Of course, Tuesdays I don't stream on a normal basis because of, chorus rehearsal. So my next stream will not be until Wednesday this week. It will be Super Mario Galaxy. Is it Galaxy? I think it is Galaxy again. For the time being, I won't be doing like streams like Smash and Mario Kart. I'm kind of taking a break for them. Probably for maybe most of this month. I might return to them by the end of March. I will be bringing back, so Mario Maker 2 will still be around, but like I'm not really going to be doing Smash or Mario Maker or not Mario Maker, Mario Kart and stuff like that. I'm kind of not ready to have public streams again yet, for reasons. But anyway, I think I talked a bit much. But yeah, so let's go raid, guys. So this has been your host, Rob Marsum. Thanks for joining. Till next time, guys. Bye bye.